our best to bring it back to the
Alexander, so you were, of course, one of the star players last year in Verona when you won the title. Their final was played on the 1st of May. Now it's 3 weeks later, if we are to compare the two seasons. How difficult has it been, to stay in shape and to keep the momentum going for so long? Because it's already been a very long season. And can you make a comparison between the way you approached the final last year and the way you go into the final tomorrow?
I think the differences between these seasons. First of all, we had a full preparation before the last season. After COVID, too much work to prepare our bodies for the football season. And now we went straight after, most of us, after national team, and we started playing after just some days. Practicing together, but we did a fantastic job during the season with the coach, with the coaching staff, and all the team. With fantastic job to improve our quality of volleyball, and also we kept amazing atmosphere inside the team, positive energy that helped us go throughout all the. Now we are in best possible place. We won the national title, Polish Cup, and we are in the superfinal of the Champions League. So we're very excited. We are proud that we did it, but it's not the end.
Now to the coach, we discussed this also with Trentino. We had their meeting just an hour ago. And compared to your position when you played recently in the National League, they haven't had a competitive match now for more than 3 weeks. So the rhythm of the game is somehow missing for them. Do you think this is an advantage for your team to be sort of readier than they are, and how do you assess this?
We're gonna stay face to face against top team, top players. They are playing or not playing for the last 2 or 3 weeks. They have the same level. It's clear that maybe in some moments of during these weeks did not the game, actually level for such a competition.
Bisogna lavorare in concessionaria o essere fidanzato anche meglio o sapere di basket, il pick and roll, semplicemente vergognoso come Spezia.
First of all, already for the cup.
Alexander, this is your comeback to Lubiana after a year. There were the semi-finals of the European Championship in 2019 at the very same place. At that time, unfortunately for your team, all the experience as you eventually had to play for bronze. But what sort of memories do you have from that day, and what sort of lessons did you also take from the experience?
The atmosphere here in Slovenia on that game that you mentioned, the European Championship, the atmosphere was amazing. So I hope that tomorrow will be the same. The hall is very big, but it's really nice to play here.
Io raccontavo della mia intervista a Sayafi, Andrea, che è un amico. Abbraccio. Poi si butta via l'audio.
You have identified Alessandro Micheletto as the player to sort of stop in order to be successful. And the other question is, do you see any of your players looking at the different positions, having an advantage or an edge over their counterparts in Trentino's roster. So first, I mean, speaking of Micheletto, have you identified him as the one to neutralize, so to speak? And speaking of the team as a collective, I mean, which players or which positions do you think you have a competitive advantage over Trentino?
Actually, you have to show the respect to all the players. Trentino. Again, only just the direction. There are several players that you can sure one of them. But
Ma non avevi finito, c'è anche l'altro discorso,
Trento is here
il
today.
discorso del 6 euro. Io te lo prendiamo sul Cermino,
They won the
basterebbe mettere la previsione, lo trovi già perché l'ho fatto in diretta. Capisco il SEO, capisco tutto, però
everyone is speaking.
io ti ho spiegato, va bene sul SEO, hai ragione, sui titoli Fabrizio credo siano,
Some moments.
hai visto che poi l'ho modificato, non l'ho ancora fatto perché per un motivo di sera lavoravo sul calcio, c'è stata l'eliminazione della Reggiana, adesso se non vuoi già. No, guarda.
Alexander, you're and one journalist mentioned that everything seems to be running smoothly inside the club, and it was very harmonious, and in a way, would you agree that it is an easy job to be a captain of such a team? And the next question has to do with one of the players, a player that was not part of the team last year in Verona, to the fact that he is playing such a type of a match for the very first time in Champions League with at stake. Does it require additional care or sort of support? So in general, I mean, how is the job of being the captain, and specifically of Lord Marcin, how do you support Lord or strengthen, his preparations for tomorrow's final?
Okay, first of all, being a captain here in Zaksa, in this particular group of people, amazing people, it's quite easy because all the guys know how the life in the group works. They are really smart people. We are joking a lot. We have a fantastic atmosphere, like I mentioned before. Ask questions. So I'm really happy to be captain because this season shows that we have a fantastic atmosphere off the court and on the it has been a fantastic season, but it's at the end again. And about Marcin, I think he's playing amazing season. It's very good for us. He's giving us his best.
La faccio fare alla piazza in Sala Giovanna,
Like we all are ready
for the
church tomorrow.
Nella peggiore delle ipotesi la metto nell'altra mia casa, non ho problemi.
Now, speaking of the two
Siccome sono 25 anni che comandi insieme alle tue sodali, qualsiasi cosa è una baggianata, poi con troppo rispetto io ti considero una amica, ti considero una persona di grande, posso dire, di grande umanità. Troppe cose in questi anni sulle quali detto viceversa, qualsiasi cosa incommentabile. Ma i condomini esistono apposta, cioè i condomini, l'assemblea la guidi tu, cioè tu sei tu e non solo tu. Lo sdegno tuo è tale che altre persone dicono: ma scusa, ma se lei è così a disagio in questa situazione, non possiamo darle, come dire, andiamo a contro il suo diniego che è stato per qualsiasi cosa. Adesso non mi vengono. L'unico comune denominatore di tutto quello che avete fatto in questi anni, voi del direttivo o loro del direttivo, è stato risparmiare manciatine di euro. cose che fa Dario Coronale sono splendide. Fossi venuta a me quell'idea anche di pagarla io, probabilmente mi avresti detto ma perché, cosa serve, abbiamo quello forse no, perché mi piace, quello che piace a te si fa, quello che piace a voi meglio si fa, quello che interessa a me non si fa, non credo non si faccia perché sono io, non si fa Laura semplicemente perché come ti ho spiegato lo ritieni inutile. La cosa della panchina è l'emblema, poi la panchina di Dario fa quello che vuole. Io ho delle idee diverse, hai lavorato, cioè se tu giri i luoghi comunali o provinciali ci sono tantissime sale, da fuori, da dentro, insomma c'è un mondo, qualsiasi cosa sia, gente importante, gente meno importante, il nostro condominio credo che le persone siano importanti. Poi si può mica fare un cimitero bis, sono persone che sono state più. Io avrei conosciuto magari persone che sono scomparse che ricordo poco, forse anche soltanto perché abitavano all'uno. Per l'uno magari rispetto alle nostre due scale i tre non erano così importanti, ma è uguale. Sono persone che conosco meglio, insomma, come condominio nostro, capisci? Ma domani possiamo anche andare via tutti. Resta, siamo stati i primi condomini. Domani, io posso morire domani, mi fa piacere, visto che ho fatto, si dipese da me, andavo via, abbiamo una casa, io ho una casa qui a Modena, mia moglie preferisce restare lì perché insomma, è una casa anche difficile da pulire, chiedo scusa, di fronte a tutti, ci mettiamo assieme a qualsiasi cosa che io dica, ma può essere anche invece della targa, può essere qualsiasi cosa. E a me non interessa neanche chiedere il permesso a Gianluca, non mi interessa nulla, non ho bisogno di chiedere nulla a nessuno, se mi viene voglia lo faccio e basta. Stessa cosa il marito di Michele, o il compagno, quello che era, insomma. Chiedo scusa se sai, qualsiasi cosa diventa poi che sappiamo, questo non ci rimane male.
Championship and when championship finished last Saturday, it was intensive, short moment of enjoying, and Monday evening they arrived back to practice. Everyone, so from the last match. I think I was talking with some of the guys from the staff, and they felt that if you're gonna ask when we won the championship,
Sì, però porti pazienza, io avrei anche qualche minuto, sto registrando la conferenza, quindi ci sentiamo in un altro, sto andando in un posto per un'altra conferenza.
Alexander, speaking
Adesso
of
ho capito, non riesco adesso. No, mi dice una cifra. Sì. Va bene. Sì, no, mi basta. Ci ragiono. Ci sentiamo dopo. Grazie, mi scusi.
We forgot quickly the success of the National League football. Emotionally, or in the way you take on the finals, how would you compare last year and this year?
So last year, after we lost the gold medal in Polish championship, and for sure it helped us to come back mentally with this level of focus, this level of intensity on the court, on the practices also. and I think it helped maybe in some way last year. And this year's team, I think it's maybe we are not we are a young team, I think, but we are mature. So we know that the opportunity we have tomorrow. It's maybe only a few times in your volleyball career, maybe one time in some, maybe some are not able to even try to beat players to win the Champions League. So we know how important that game will be, and we know that best to be as intensive as we can be, to give our 100% on the court and to win this trophy. Because sometimes you never know how many opportunities you have in your life.
It has been a very long season, and even longer than the one we had last year, as the final is now on the 22nd of May. What did you do in order to plan and to make sure that the energy is still there, and despite all of the competitions that were to be played along the way? So there was the Cup, there was the National League, there is now the Champions League. How demanding is it also for you as a coaching staff to make the necessary arrangements to make sure that you stay competitive until the end?
You mentioned a lot of competition, but didn't mention, I think, the biggest opponent that we coaches, players, they had during the season because the COVID. A tough time for many teams that they played the European Cups and cancelled games. It was tough. But from the beginning, that even if we didn't have all the players in the preparation, some of them they arrived later. We push a lot. We push them also when they arrive home, and we never step back, even if the games were really close to each other, from the preparation that we really believe is necessary to keep us all over the season in a good shape. I know they complain sometimes about a couple of things, but we have an incredible medical staff, and also the other coaches that were able to work and communicate correct to keep these guys all over the season, not only in good shape, but also ready to play until the last game.
Alexander, last year there was an incredible joy for you to win the Champions League in Verona. Unfortunately, your coach mentioned the pandemic, and last year the finals went ahead without public, without audience. So it wasn't a joy that you could at least share on the spot with your fans and with your supporters. To this extent, what do you expect from tomorrow? Because there will be at least 8,000 fans, I believe also quite a number of Polish fans. So now, regardless of the eventual outcome of the match, the atmosphere is good. It's probably going to give you an extra push.
Yeah, of course. Like the volleyball players, we were dreaming all life to play big game on the big stage with, like you said, with full team, like 8,000 people, Champions League final. So it's the moment that we've been waiting for all lives, maybe in some cases. Last year was weird because of the COVID. This year we also had some problems because of that. But for sure, playing without fans, it's something. Okay, we somehow went over it and managed to focus on the game and to put that intensity on the game. But we all remember, and we always dream of playing on the full gym, in front of fantastic volleyball fans. I hope that it will be a lot of. I heard that there will be a big group of Zaksa fans also tomorrow, so we count on them that they will push us for even more. So yes, it's the different game, and I'm really happy that finally we'll have fans on the gym, cheering for both teams, and the atmosphere will be amazing.
So one last thing that I wanted to ask you, Alexander, as we have a number of Polish media following, and we did the same also during the meeting with Conegliano, with Asha Wołosz. If you can address the Polish media in your own language now, just summarizing your feelings, and I think they can also use some sections of this video for their own websites and articles, just summarizing how you feel and what effects and your expectations ahead of this final in your own language now.
Dzień dobry wszystkim. Oczywiście powiem pokrótce, podsumuję wszystko, co powiedziałem. Sezon dla nas był bardzo długi, ale też bardzo owocny. Wypracowaliśmy wspaniałą atmosferę i dużą jakość siatkówki w naszej drużynie. Myślę, że każdy dołożył do tego cegiełkę. Jesteśmy bardzo szczęśliwi, że jesteśmy w miejscu, w którym w tej chwili się znajdujemy, że jesteśmy tutaj na finale i zagramy tutaj finał Ligi Mistrzów. Ale to nie jest z pewnością koniec sezonu. Mam nadzieję, że wszyscy zjednoczą się podobnie jak w tamtym roku, aby trzymać za nas kciuki. Mam nadzieję, że wszyscy będą te kciuki trzymać, że to poniesie nas ten doping całej Polski, poniesie nas po obronę Pucharu Europy. My czujemy się świetnie, czujemy się gotowi. Mamy nadzieję, że będzie to dobre spotkanie dla nas. Oczywiście wiemy, z kim przyjdzie nam się zmierzyć, bo drużyna Trentino w tym sezonie pokazała wielokrotnie fantastyczną siatkówkę, ale mam nadzieję, że będziemy w stanie się temu przeciwstawić i zwyciężyć. Także jeszcze raz trzymajcie za nas mocno kciuki. Wierzę, że cała polska siatkarska społeczność znowu zjednoczy się, aby nas wspierać. Zrobimy wszystko, aby przywieźć jeszcze raz Puchar Europy do Polski.
I think I have gone through all of the questions that we have received. I would like to thank Alexander and Georgi for joining us today. Wish you the best of luck for tomorrow and see you there. Thank you.